Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today's question might surprise you. We all know Venmo as the king of splitting bills with friends, that app you whip out after brunch or that awkward moment when someone forgets their wallet. But what if you need to get some real, physical check money into your Venmo account? Can you actually deposit checks with Venmo? Now, before we dive into the nitty-gritty, let's rewind a bit. Remember the days of waiting in line at the bank, filling out deposit slips, and hoping the teller doesn't judge your slightly crumpled paycheck? Thankfully, those days seem to be fading. Mobile banking apps are changing the game, letting us deposit checks with a few taps on our phones. But with so many options out there, it's natural to wonder, does Venmo join the mobile check deposit party? The big reveal, Venmo and check cashing. All right, drumroll please. The answer is yes, Venmo actually does allow mobile check deposits. But there's a twist, they don't do it directly. Instead, Venmo partners with a service called Ingo Money to handle the check cashing process. So, technically, you're not depositing the check into your Venmo account, but rather using Ingo Money service within the Venmo app. Let's talk limits. How much can you deposit? Now that we know Venmo uses Ingo Money, let's get down to the real question. How much bang can your mobile check deposit bud get you? Here's the breakdown. Minimum deposit. You can deposit checks as small as $5. Perfect if you're cashing a reimbursement check from a friend or getting paid for that occasional odd job. Maximum deposit. On the other end of the spectrum, you can deposit checks up to a whopping $5,000. This might come in handy if you're freelancing and get a big client payment. Daily and monthly limits, spreading out your deposits. But wait, there's more. Just like most financial services, Venmo, through Ingo Money, has daily and monthly limits on how much you can deposit. Here's the quick rundown. Daily limit, you can deposit a total of $5,000 worth of checks in a single day. So, if you have a few checks to cash, you might need to space them out a bit. Monthly limit. The monthly limit is set at $15,000. This gives you some flexibility if you have larger checks coming in throughout the month. Fees to consider. How much does it cost? Alright, so we know the limits, but what about fees? Let's be honest, nobody likes surprise charges. Here's the deal with Venmo's mobile check deposit fees. Venmo fee. The good news is that Venmo itself doesn't charge any additional fees for using Ingo Money's check cashing service. Ingo Money fee. However, Ingo Money does charge a fee for their service. The fee is 1% of the check amount, with a minimum fee of $5. So, for a smaller check, the $5 minimum fee might apply. Is Venmo mobile check deposit right for you? So, the question remains, is Venmo mobile check deposit the right choice for you? Here are some things to consider. Convenience. If you value convenience and hate waiting in line at the bank, then Venmo's mobile deposit option is a definite plus. Snapping a picture of your check and having the money in your Venmo account within minutes is pretty darn convenient. Fees. If you're cashing smaller checks regularly, the fees might outweigh the convenience factor. There are other mobile banking apps and services that might offer lower fees or even free check deposits. Security. Venmo uses Ingo Money, a reputable service, for check cashing. However, it's always a good practice to be security conscious. Make sure you're using the official Venmo app and follow best practices for taking clear pictures of your checks. The takeaway, Venmo, a mobile check deposit option, with a partner. Alright folks, that's the scoop on Venmo mobile check deposits. Remember, Venmo uses Ingo Money to handle the check cashing process, and there are limits and fees to consider. But overall, it's a convenient option for those who want to ditch the bank line and get their check money into their Venmo account quickly. With that said, thanks for watching.